Yeah, it seems to all be working the way we want it to be. The wins are coming in. I'm not sure if anyone is looking forward to late dramas, but they seems to be coming in back to back, and we can just sit back and enjoy it. And also, we are winning across all competitions. Of course, the top performance we expect from everyone is still not there. The top performance we also expect from the likes of Florian Wirtz is also not there. But every now and then, you see one player show up, do their thing, even if it's just in one half of the game, maybe first half or second half, you just see a player show up, do some magic, and that magic is usually enough to win the game for us. So as it stands, before our next game, which we have this weekend against Crystal Palace, we already have 5 points ahead of the second place Arsenal and the rest of the people in the league. Of course, going into this particular game, we are looking forward to another win. If we manage to win against Crystal Palace, which I know is not going to be easy, it is not going to be easy, and we'll talk all about that. But if we manage to get that win, we'll definitely be 8 points ahead of Arsenal before Arsenal now play their weekend game against Newcastle. And if you know about Newcastle, you surely know that this is going to be a very tough one for Arsenal. So if wishes were horses, Liverpool win, Arsenal lose or draw is what we are looking forward to in this weekend. But like I said, it has all been going on too well until just this week, where so much started going wrong. Starting with that injury that Giovanni picked up in midweek. When we watched that game, I mean, if you were watching it the same way I was watching the game, throughout the moment I was watching the game, I was just looking at this guy, nodding my head and saying, yeah, we spent a lot of money on a young center back, but I have no regrets about this because this guy is looking very good. He's looking very solid at the back right there, especially when you consider the fact that he's playing alongside a Joe Gomez, and Joe Gomez didn't look like someone that has been there. Like, when you watch two of them playing in that midweek game against Southampton, Leone felt like the more experienced player, but it ended in a very sad way. First of all, the injury that Giovanni picked up in that game. Of course, after the game, we are hearing several things about it being serious injury. Others were saying that it's not a serious injury. But as of this very moment, we've gotten the official confirmation from the club. Even Arne Slot in his pre-match interview today said that he could be out for a whole year. So it is just giving me flashes of what we saw that happened to Van Dijk a couple of years ago. And it's a pity because right now we are stuck with only 3 centre backs. We have Van Dijk, who is Mr. Reliable. We have Konate, who is good on his day. But the whole contract talk is making it look really uninspiring to even see him play for Liverpool. Then we'll talk about Joe Gomez, who is the third choice centre back. And on his days, it can be really good. But those moments of errors can be very costly. The worst part of it is that he can't really be fit to give you 3 games in a row. Like, I can't remember the last time I saw that from Gomez. So that's aside. That's the first uninspiring news going into this game week. The whole thing about Giovanni, it's a real pity, especially when you consider the fact that we, as Liverpool, would be needing him so much. And then when you consider that his club, his country, Italy, also needs him for the World Cup. I mean, he's not the first choice there, but he's surely in their squad for international duty. So that particular one is a lose-lose on all angles, and we'll have to do something by January. The thing about Gueye, I'm beginning to hear a lot of things that I just don't want to pay attention to. But hopefully, from that first day of January, we would make serious moves to get additions into the centre-back position. So that's it on that particular one. The next uninspiring news going into this game week is that red card that Ekitike picks up. Yeah, I mean, he has already gotten a lot of sticks for that. And I like how Arne Slot came out immediately after the game and said that we don't do that here. The captain of the side, Robo, also came out after the game and said, I'm sure he's not going to do it again. And Ekitike, after the game, also left a statement that he's very sorry, he got carried away. So the only thing now is, let's just take it that he understood what he did wrong. I'm not in support of anything he did in that particular game. In fact, A lot of people are pissed off about the red card. I mean, they say the taking off his shirt for the celebration when he did that particular thing and picked up an additional yellow card. A lot of people are pissed off about that. But the main one that got on my nerves is that first yellow card that he picked up. It is uncalled for. But like I said, he already got a lot of sticks for that. Going into this particular game week against Crystal Palace now, we are going to play with Isak, who, according to an slot, may not be fit enough to play 90 minutes, but at least we are sure we are going to get around 75 minutes from him. Hopefully, when he's on the pitch, we'll just do enough to win the game, and when he gets taken off, we will not miss him so much in that particular game. But then the good thing, the inspiring news that you can take going into this game week has to do with Rio Ngumoha. Yeah, this season has been a very good one for Rio. Starting from the preseason, all the games he played in preseason, he really impressed. Like, after each game, he stole the headline in each of those games. And coming into the season, the madness he displayed against Newcastle, I believe he played in that game for about maybe 10-15 minutes at most. And within those few minutes, he was able to give us the winning goal in a highly competitive game. And we've also seen flashes of him in a couple of games this season already. So having him sign his first professional contract yesterday, it's a really good one. It's a really inspiring one. And hopefully, he will now fully focus on building himself, developing several aspects of his game, working on his final touches, like whatever he knows he needs to do, he needs to start working on those immediately. And thankfully, he has people to learn from. He has those senior players that are also very disciplined in the squad that he could learn so much from. So we are just looking forward to it. Whenever he gets opportunity to do his thing, he come on 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 25 minutes the other place. He come on, do his thing. And when it comes to cup games, he most likely gets to start in those games. So that's the good news going into this game. Now let's get into the game itself. Crystal Palace. Wow, it's going to be a really interesting one, because just after the midweek game we played against Southampton and the draw came out for the next round of the League Cup game, you notice that we're also going to face Crystal Palace on that particular one. So we are going to play them within a month interval. We have to play them twice. So we are playing them tomorrow. I'm recording this on a Friday. We are playing our weekend fixture on Saturday. And exactly a month from that day, we'll play them again, this time around in a League Cup. Don't forget that we played them before the beginning of the season in that Super Cup game, where we are winning until we stopped winning, and they capitalized on it and just punished us. This time around, they've maintained about 17 games unbeaten. I'm not very sure of that record, but yeah, somewhere around that figure. They have a couple of games unbeaten. Liverpool too have decent winning record this season. So all I win for that particular game, first of all, I don't want stress. Yeah, I don't want those late winners. I don't want any of those. We score 2 goals, we concede 2 goals, we leave it to the 90 plus minutes. Nah, I just wish that doesn't happen. A clean 2-0 win is perfect. Like, let's start with the first 15 minutes. We'll get to go, we'll cool things down. Between the 45th to like 65th minute, we'll get additional goal. We'll do all the necessary substitutions. We'll kill the game like that, pick the 3 points, and sit back to watch what happens next. So those are the wishes. If only wishes were horses, right? But that's it on this one. If I'm to give my score prediction, I think it will most likely be 3-1. A win in favor of Liverpool, yeah. 3-1 win. But whatever happens, I really don't care. All I know is I need a win. And it would also be important if we start having those decent performances. Like, if we start putting up decent performance, I'm hoping that Isak would really impress. I'm hoping that Vets would also perform really well. And Chiesa needs game time. I'm not even kidding. Chiesa needs game time. And yeah, considering the fact that Giovanni is going to be out for a very long time, he's currently taken out of our Champions League squad. So Chiesa is now refilled into the Champions League squad. So subsequently, from any other Champions League game we'll be playing, Chiesa would most likely be one of those that would appear in the match day squad for that one. So that's it on this one. Weekend game is coming up. Stay in touch with the channel, because your previews, your reviews, whatever it is, as far as it has to do with football, we are doing it here. Thank you.